Welcome back to the Picks Week 5, Season 3. Frank's back. Frank had an absence of 2 weeks. We're glad to have you back. How you doing, Frank?
I am doing all right. We got pretty lucky with the storm.
Why'd you get so lucky?
Yeah.
Well, so the local lore. So I live in Pinellas County, and there's a land that was once owned by the Tocobaga people, and years ago until they died off when conquistadors came into the area. Anyway, this land is privately. One land is privately owned, archaeologically pristine. There's some sacred mounds. And basically, the lore is that if we keep those lands safe and we don't desecrate them, the Tocobaga people's spirits will keep our area safe from hurricanes. And so we haven't had a major hurricane hit us in over 100 years. They were predicting it to hit us, Hurricane Ian. And last second, it turned east and hit the Fort Myers area. So several hurricanes of recent years, one that hit the Panhandle a couple years ago, that was pretty bad. That missed us, right? It was coming up for us, and then it went west.
So you guys are right in the middle in that sweet spot where it just splits around you guys.
They were
Yeah, it
like,
just kind of misses us. So
guys, we gotta go pick up the trash in this area. Okay, we gotta make it look real good this weekend.
Yeah. Bring some roses, some flowers, a couple of crosses. I don't know what their religion was, whatever you got to do.
That's desperate.
whatever you got to do. And what's kind of sucked though is so we went southeast down Fort Lauderdale near Miami. But when you drive back up 75, we had to wait a day because there was flooding on the highway.
Okay.
But when we came back up, kind of the area of where it hit, Fort Myers, you could definitely see like Top Golf, their entire netting was ripped off on the side of the road. Signs were laying down, and saw the lineman trucks and you really, and you see the pictures now and the video, it just, that place got demolished.
Where'd you guys stay? Did you stay with family?
Yeah, I stayed with my in-laws.
Nice. That's good that you have that option. Get the fuck out of harm's way.
Oh yeah. And I got to watch the Miami, they're big Dolphins fans, so got to watch the Miami game that Thursday night.
Interesting, yeah. And Chris is a big Miami fan, and I hate it sometimes. I hate it this year. we ordered jerseys the beginning of the year, and I was like, "Oh, you want a Tyreek Hill jersey?" She's like, "No, I want a Smythe jersey." I was like, "You're a fucking loser." Why the fuck wouldn't you get the jersey of the greatest fucking wide receiver in the league right now?
Oh yeah, dude's a stud.
Arguably, he's definitely top 3.
Super fast. Always joined by us, Earl and Cut. So let's dive right into last week and let's share screen 2. So what we're looking at here is finishing the week off. I had an 11-5 record, while Frank, Earl, and Cut both tied at 9-7. Cut winning that asterisk mark for that Monday Night Football game, being the only one who picked the 49ers. Did pick the 49ers score. So that puts Cut still in 4th place, 32-31. Earl and Frank are tied for 2nd, 33-30, and I'm at 36-20 week. Coming in week 5 of the picks. Let's see. Any games you boys want to talk about last week? Any games that stood out for you?
The Patriots-Packers game was wildly close, and I didn't think it was going to be anywhere near that close.
Yeah.
The Steelers do not look very good.
No, they don't.
The Chiefs.
I liked Kenny Pickett, and I liked Bailey Zapp too. Everyone's calling him Zappy, but Zapp sounds way cooler, so I'm calling him Bailey Zapp.
Yeah, he had it. I mean, the Patriots game was way closer than I wanted it to be, especially with Cut here.
So Zapp had the first passing touchdown by a rookie quarterback this year, which was crazy.
Crazy stat.
Crazy.
In his first game. So that puts us at week 5, boys. So since I got the first overall score, I'll start out with Colts and Broncos. I'm going to go Broncos right here. They lost last week. I think they get a win this week. I always got to go Packers. Aaron Rodgers said it today. They can't keep winning games like this, and I agree. So they're going to get it done in London. They're going to get it together in London, and then they're going to come back to the United States. They're going to have London flu, and they might lose next week. Buffalo and Steelers, you got to go Buffalo all day. That's probably going to be a lock pick no matter what. Browns, Chargers, you got to go Chargers here. They had a great win last week, and the Browns definitely Browns it up. You got to go Vikings over the Bears. Patriots, Lions. I'm going to go Lions here for sure. I know the Patriots played very well last week, but fuck it, Matt Patricia and what he did to the city of Detroit. The Lions are going to come back. They've what did they scored 180 points and gotten scored against 181.
It was 140 and 141.
Yeah, perfectly
Yeah.
balanced. Number one offense, worst defense. Seahawks are going to lose to the Saints. We're going to go Dolphins over Jets. We're going to go Bucks over the Falcons, even if the score is 28-3 in the third quarter. We're going to go Commanders here because the Titans are on a little bit of a roll, but they're going to get a reality check, and I can't explain it. I'm going to go Jags at Texans. We're going to go 49ers. They're creeping up, man. They got this moxie to them right now, and they've got a good defense going. I'm going to go Cowboys over the Rams as well. The Rams are playing like shit lately, and Cooper Rush is going to get one more win. We're going to go Cards over the Eagles. They're going to get their first loss of the season. We're going to go Bengals over the Ravens because Joe Money, and we're going to go Chiefs over the Raiders, and we're going to go a high-scoring game. We're going to go 38-24. All right, both finished with a 9-7 record last week. We haven't heard from Frank in a while. Still tied for second. You're up, Frank.
All right. So Colts. Man, I guess having Matt Ryan really hasn't changed anything for them. So I'm going Broncos. Go Pack, go. Giants look good, but I think they're frauds. Bills over Steelers. Going Chargers over the Browns. Vikings over the Bears. I'm going Patriots here. Lions have screwed me a couple times, but Patriots played the Packers good. Billy Boy is not someone who's going to roll over easily. Seahawks Saints. So is Jameis done for the season? Or is he injured?
I'm not sure.
So they had what is it? Didn't they have old what's his face start this past week? Another ginger
Andy
quarterback.
Dalton.
Andy Dalton, yeah.
Yes, and then they still have Mr. Taysom Hill scoring touchdowns for him as well.
I think I'm gonna go Seahawks here. Geno Smith. I watched him when he was 5th in the nation with West Virginia, and Texas Tech upset him. I'm going Dolphins over Jets. Bucks over Falcons. I mean, you guys heard the news with Tom Brady. Supposedly him and his wife are talking to divorce lawyers, so I think Tommy Boy's coming out with fire.
He needs that chip on his shoulder.
He does.
He needs to win a ring to repropose to her.
Yeah, because
he'll take one of Leo's other exes.
Which, real quick, not to get off topic, but I did see a funny meme where it said the two people that take rings away from Tom Brady was Eli Manning and Giselle.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
So Titans Commanders.
Probably add Nick Foles to that list too.
Yeah, that is true. This game, Commanders, man, their O-line is garbage. Their defense is trash. Carson's playing afraid. I want to go Commanders because I feel like, just kind of how the NFL is. It's weird. But I'm going to go Titans here. I think Commanders are going to go 1-4. Fans are already screaming to bench Wentz. But that's the NFC East fans. They're all garbage. Anyway, Texans, Jaguars, I'm going Jags. I'm going 49ers over the Panthers. Rams look like trash. But I'm gonna go Rams here.
Rams D.
I'm
Rams.
gonna. Yeah, their D hasn't done anything other than that person who rushed the field. I think the Eagles stay undefeated. They beat the Cardinals. I think the Ravens, after their choke job this past weekend, I think they beat the Bengals. Before I make my last pick, I just want to say, kind of read out a stat that I find funny. It's a few picks back with the Bears. Justin Fields has been sacked 16 times, right? He's tied with Joe Burrow and Matt Stafford for second most. Carson Wentz has obviously been sacked the most. But Justin Fields' sack percentage, which is the percentage of time sacked when attempting to pass, is 19.3% because he has attempted 67 passes, which means in 67 passes attempts, he has been sacked 16 times. That's absolutely crazy to me. Ohio State can never pump out a good quarterback. So Raiders Chiefs, I got to go Chiefs here. And I think the final score is going to be 45-37.
High scoring game.
All right, cut.
Me?
Oh, no,
All right.
Earl. It's Earl. Sorry. It is you. It's Earl.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not super worried about it, but all right, let's start it off. In my opinion, Denver should be undefeated right now. The fact that they're not is ridiculous. Russell Wilson needs to take a good hard look in the mirror and figure out what the fuck he's doing because they shouldn't have lost a game yet this year. That defense is playing lights out, and that offense can't score a fucking touchdown. I'm taking Denver over Indianapolis.
Danger sandwich.
I'm going to take the Packers over the Giants. The Giants are not a good 3-1 team. Bills over Steelers. I'm going to take the Browns at home over the Chargers. I know the Chargers haven't looked real good this year. They've got some injuries, and they got to come play at Cleveland. So Vikings over the Bears. Yeah, Justin Fields has no weapons. He has nobody to throw the ball to. There's
Mooney.
just not
I
much.
was going to say Mooney, and that's it.
Mooney.
And he's a
Mooney's a
fourth best
solid, like,
receiver
number
on some
3 guy.
teams.
Yeah.
He has no, the offensive line is trash. The defense is mediocre. That is a bad football team. I'm going to take the Saints over the Seahawks. This was a tough pick for me. I actually don't think the Seahawks are that good, but they play well and they win games. Dolphins over the Jets. Oh, did I skip the Lions?
Yeah, he did.
I'm taking the Patriots over the Lions.
Oh.
All right, I'm taking the Bucks over the Falcons. I'm taking the Titans over the Commanders. I think the Titans kind of get their mojo back and start running some football down people's throats. Jags over the Texans. I think this is a really good game for the Jags. That they're looking good and kind of a tune-up game. Beat the piss out of the Texans. Get better for next week. 49ers over the Panthers. Baker Mayfield's going to be in trouble. Yeah, I got to take the Cowboys over the Rams. The Rams don't look very good. That offensive line is Swiss cheese. The defense really wasn't generating a whole lot of pressure on Jimmy Garoppolo. The Cowboys got a really damn good offensive line.
And I will say, Stafford has to be missing OBJ, man.
It's gotta
Somebody.
Yeah. He's missing that number 2 receiver.
I'm going to take the Cards over the Eagles here. I know the Cards don't play all that well at home, but it's a big game. And I kind of expect Kyler Murray and that team to ball out. I got the Ravens over the Bengals. I want to see Joe Burrow light it up, but I think Lamar Jackson is just on another level right now. I know they lost a bad game to the Bills, so they're going to be pissed off. That defense didn't look very good, and we all know how the Bengals' offensive line looks. So, Chiefs over Raiders, 34-20.
Okay.
All right, we'll set at the top, and you can start cut, and I will catch up.
All right. So this first game, Broncos Colts. So the Broncos just lost their only offensive weapon. So I'm going with the Colts. Colts are going to beat the Broncos for sure this week. And this one might be a little weird. I'm taking the Giants over the Packers. So the Giants, they have Saquon fully healthy and making waves, and the Packers do not play well against a good rush offense. So I think the
We have a
Giants
terrible rush
might sneak one out here.
defense.
Yeah, I think the Giants might sneak one out there. Bills over Steelers. That one's a lock for the week. I want to take the Browns here, but I think the Chargers pull one out. I think it'll probably be a close game, but I'm gonna go with the Chargers there. And then yeah, I agree with everyone else. I don't think the Bears have any offensive weapons. Vikings, Jay Jettas alone could beat the Bears defense. I'm going Patriots over Lions here. We played really well against a really great quarterback, and hopefully the Lions don't score as many points as they have been. It's going to be a real test for the Patriots defense. I'm taking the Saints over the Seahawks. They're getting Michael Thomas back. I think that'll help them out. Dolphins over Jets. That's a lock too. That's a given. Dolphins are too nasty. Bucks over Falcons. Might as well lock out one of those other ones. See, this one's tough. This one's tough. I think the Commanders come back and do some work here. Then we'll go Jags there. I think Trevor Lawrence gets another dub on the season. And, oh, man, this 49ers game. So the 49ers, they don't really play too well after they have a good week. I'm going to go Panthers. And then I'll take the Rams over the Cowboys. We'll go Cardinals over Eagles. Ravens over Bengals. I agree. I think Lamar might get another MVP this year. Hey, you're jumping the gun there, bud. I do think the Chiefs get this win, though. I think the Chiefs get this win, and we'll man, everyone's got the great scores too. We'll go 28-21.
And there you have it. There are get out of here. We have 5 locks this week. We've had 4, 3, and then I haven't kept. We'll keep that, but a 5 lock week. Cut could start with an early lead if the Colts upset the Broncos at the start. I agree with Earl though. As poor as an offense as they've had this year, their defense have kept them in almost every game.
Yeah.
Dude, if Russell Wilson can get that offense rolling, they're going to be a really good team.
If he could just figure out who he was as a person.
I mean, I haven't heard anything from Sutton in the last couple weeks, and their running back just went down for what? Yeah, fucking 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
No, torn ACL. I think he's done.
Oh, he's done then.
Yeah,
he's
done for the year. Yeah.
Javonte Williams, and then I
Melvin Gordon coming in, who is like the ghost of fantasies past, and I just don't think he gets it done.
I don't know where's Jerry Jeudy been.
Nowhere.
That's kind of my question, man. They got some stud athletes on the outside, and Russell Wilson just isn't throwing the freaking ball.
Maybe Russ isn't that guy.
I think that's kind of which surprises me because I've been a big Russell Wilson fan most of his career, and I'm just like blown away.
I've always thought he was a poor man's Aaron Rodgers with a little more speed. That's always what I thought of him as.
Let's ride.
So,
let's ride.
Thing for the Colts game, Jonathan Taylor's questionable.
Yep.
They're not going to have Shaquille Leonard. He just came back from injury last week, but then broke his nose at the Titans game. Commanders are without Jahan Dotson. He's going to be down for a couple weeks with a pulled hammy. That's one of Carson's favorite targets right now, him and Curtis Samuel.
He's a rookie, right?
Yeah, he tied for touchdown receptions. So
it's been impressive so far.
Frankie, you should just be our injury guy for long-term injuries.
I should. I'm on Twitter way too much now.
Oh, by the way, next week we'll go over injuries right at the beginning. That way I don't feel like such a dickhead for picking the Commanders.
We bought these flags and challenge flags for games now. Just so we can throw in real life situations.
There's a red one too.
Bug them. All right, boys. It's been great, Frank. We're glad you're safe. Glad to have you back.
Thank you.
This will be uploaded probably Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in to week 5 of the picks, everyone.
Peace.